Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Welcome, everybody, to DadDimes. I'm your host, DJ. This is my good pal, Justin.
Yeah.
And today we have a phenomenal episode where we have our good buddy Vic on.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome back, Vic.
Yeah, welcome back,
Thanks.
Vic.
Welcome
Thanks
back.
for having me. I'm excited.
He got the bite.
Yep.
He
Got
got
the
the
itch.
he got the itch to come back.
Got the fever.
The fever.
Yeah,
The DadDime fever.
That's right.
we got him.
Got him.
For life.
Yeah. Reoccurring guest for sure.
I mean, it's pretty cool.
It is.
I mean-
it was an honor the first time, and today.
And then,
It's
like
gonna
the
keep
second
going.
time, I could push because I have other obligations, and then the third time, I'd be like, if you could afford me, I get it.
No.
You're moving up.
Well,
Yeah. He was supposed to come on with Rob, but
Yeah.
he pushed us. He
Yeah.
big timed us.
We got pushed,
Yeah, but it's cool.
by his full-time job,
Yeah.
which we'll promote. We'll promote that here in a little bit. We'll talk about what you're doing.
It's his part-time job, isn't it?
I don't know, full time, part time. There's a
Well, you work it fully, but it's not your
it's been a
main
lot of
source
hours. It's
income.
been a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
So
He
busy.
works there more than his normal job.
Yeah. I think he
think so.
I think he enjoys just staying busy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
filling that time.
Yeah.
At some point, you're going to get old enough where you're like, I don't want to fill that time anymore.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, see, it hurts.
Yeah.
Vic's 9 years older than us.
I know.
Yeah.
Not really, though. He's like 9 years younger than all of us.
How old are you?
35.
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
You haven't even hit your peak.
Oh,
I have underwear older than you.
you need new underwear.
I got underwear older than you, son. It's like,
It's packed away in a treasure chest at your mom's house, though.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It was my favorite Spider-Man's.
See, I know. I know where you come from. It's all right.
Got a couple comments already. Hi,
Yeah.
Vic. My mom says hi.
Hi.
Lenny is checking
What up,
in
Lenny?
from Clinical Supervision Convention.
Okay.
My
Oh.
sister is getting certified as a recovery coach. When we told Remy we were going to get mom certified, she replied, certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
I don't know.
That's a rap song.
Okay.
That's
I got
a,
really worried really
it's a
quick.
Kendrick Lamar
Lamar,
song.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't listen to him.
Certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
That's because Kendrick is...
Why didn't Vic take his
Yeah.
autistic brother David? He would have been good guest.
He would have.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll bring him next time.
Next time.
Third time.
And Chris said, "What up, boys? What's up, Chris? Thanks
What
for
up,
joining
Chris?
us."
Yeah.
Today we got a really cool bottle.
This is really cool.
This is actually
I'm
going to
excited
be
for it.
one of our. It's what, second, maybe third Scotch that we've tried.
It's the first we've had on the show.
The first one.
We've never had a Scotch on the. We do after hours, and we tap into. I mean, we have Macallan's back there. We
Yeah.
have the Game of Thrones one,
Oh yeah.
which was kind of
Nice.
cool. Like
Yeah.
a Lagavulin.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I mean, it's,
You got to get drunk to say the name.
yeah.
Lagavulin.
There you go. But we've never actually had a Scotch.
This is
on
our
the
first
show.
Scotch,
It's
which
first.
this is actually one of my favorites. I've had it before.
Okay.
Don't know how to say the Belvini.
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 What does Siri say? How would she say it?
I
Belvani.
already forgot. I
It was-
forgot.
Yeah. Belvini.
Albany.
Yeah. This one's a 14-year aged in Caribbean casks.
Yeah.
Really good. This bottle is actually sponsored by Endurance Plumbing.
We have a lot of sponsorships going on these
We
days.
do.
This is really cool, and I want to thank Endurance for taking their time and their energy to support DadDimes on the rocks. We love you, and we're excited to
We are excited.
tap into what you have going.
And we were going to put the logo up here. However, we ran into technical difficulties where we just needed to start the show. But Endurance Plumbing is a 24/7 plumbing company that does everything from a simple supply line change to full excavations, boilers, dabbling into HVACs, so furnaces, air conditioning, backflow devices. All your plumbing needs, you could contact Endurance Plumbing at 303. Actually, I forget the number off the top of my head.
You can Google Endurance
Google
Plumbing,
Endurance
Denver, Colorado, and
Yeah,
you'll be able to find them.
I'll get the number for you
He's
guys.
pulling it up right now. We'll attach it to our weekly shorts. We'll have an
Perfect.
entire
Perfect.
clip on this. We'll
Yep.
make sure that they're plastered everywhere, and we're going to tag them because you know what? For your plumbing needs, Endurance is where.
Endurance is where it's at.
Where is that?
Nice.
Actually, Justin reached out to me, a different Justin. He's one of the owners with the company.
Gotcha.
Big fan of the show. He said he wants to support our show. He
Love it.
asked how. I said, well, if you get our next bottle, we will go ahead and drink it for you.
We are here for you.
Absolutely.
And that is what we do here at DadDimes.
That is what we do here at DadDimes. So I'm excited to crack into this bad boy. And then we'll get on to the rest of our shenanigans.
Right.
Shenanigans. Yeah. Belvedere.
Let's
go cork
That was
pop.
nice.
That was a really good cork pop.
Good job.
Yeah, let's
Straight from Scotland, cork pop.
I think normally it says where it's from. They have little aisles and shit.
Yeah.
Caribbean.
That's where the barrel's from.
Dufftown, Banffshire, Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah, so they got a Caribbean barrel, and that's what they aged it in.
Yeah, it's a Caribbean rum barrel that they aged it in.
We call it a bastard barrel because it's been used over and over and over again.
Yeah, my mom calls me a piece of shit bastard sometimes.
And you must be one of the Caribbean barrels.
Yeah.
So, bourbons, they go into white American new barrels. Usually scores to about a 3.5, right? After that barrel is done, after it's went through its life cycle, you can't reuse it for bourbon because for it to be a bourbon, it has to be in a new white American oak barrel.
One and done.
But it's not cheap. Like these barrels are not cheap, and it's hard to keep it moving on. So they'll send these barrels to various other distilleries, age rum in them, scotch, so on and so forth. And at some point, at the end of their life cycle, they become our table.
Wow.
And our table is down here.
Yep.
At one point, it was a bourbon barrel, and it's probably been used and abused.
Used and abused.
So where do you get a bourbon barrel from? Who makes the barrel?
Our buddies over at Cherrywood Liquors. That's where we got our barrel from.
That's not who makes it.
136 in Colorado.
They're called Coopers. And it's called a cooperage. And there is actual professionals, and that is their entire job. And that's what they train to do their entire life, is to put together barrels.
Wow.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Back to the day.
On to more important things.
Dun, 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 dun.
How about that draft?
Draft was good.
Yeah.
I was excited for it.
That smells like a scotch.
Yeah, it does. Smoky,
Peaty.
peaty.
Yeah.
Pretty bird. Pretty bird.
That's good.
Is it? You're already into it.
Yeah.
What does it taste like? What are flavors that you're pulling out?
Tastes good.
Yeah.
Tastes like scotch.
Yeah. Good
I mean,
scotch.
it's a low proof. It's only 86 proof, so you don't have that fire on your tongue.
No, it's not. It's not burning. It's not Jack 14.
smooth.
No.
It's good.
It's
Are there anything that are there things that you're pulling at, like aromas where you're like, it smells like,
tastes like
burns like,
Not really burning.
even better? Yeah. Well, they say, and you tell me. I will. I'll throw this out there. On the nose, they say that it's a rose sweet, creamy toffee, fresh fruit. It smells sweet.
it does.
I don't know if I get rose off of it, but
Didn't get a rose, that's for sure.
it smells
Some
sweet.
vanilla.
Taste rounded with the vanilla, sweet oak, and fruitiness.
Sweet oak.
Fruitiness.
Is that what you tasted? You can lick the oak.
Yeah.
I think so too. That's what I'm getting.
That's what it was.
And then it finishes off being warm, soft, and lingering.
It is. It's definitely warm, soft, and lingering.
So Scotch is it is a different taste. It is not. It's not a whiskey. It's not a bourbon. It's not a corn mash. It kind of has like that Scottish twang to it.
Yeah. I don't know how to describe it. It's good.
It's the more sophisticated version,
Yeah, it's definitely different.
but I like it.
I like it too. We got some comments. My sister said, "Why the f did Vic get invited back?" Because we like Vic.
Because his Uber drive, which by the way DadDimes now has to support, is relatively cheap compared to others.
Very cheap.
That's true. I
Yeah.
put him on my shoulders and walk him home. And then we have Ella joined up.
Yep.
She says, "Hi, dads." Hi, Ella.
Hey, Ella.
My mom said, "You are a fat bastard."
That is not true.
Oh, here's a good comment. My niece Gianna says, "Make some Caribbean rum pork belly because my uncle makes the most bomb pork belly."
Wow.
I would agree with that. Caribbean rum pork belly might be in the future. And then Chris has an actual Jack Daniel's barrel from Tennessee Distillery. That's pretty cool.
That's beautiful.
Would be pretty cool to make into a sink or something like that. Was his next comment. I agree.
There'd have to be some finishing because at some point, wood breathes, and in colder months, everything contracts, so it might leak. So you have to seal a lot of it.
You got to seal it.
It'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Well, we know a guy that can seal stuff. And we'll get to that after this comment. Well, Sandy is getting finished with her class. I have a hooker named Sandy in the sports book. I paid her $30 to wait until my wife shows up because she doesn't believe that my wife has the same name. And when Sandy shows her ID, I win $100 off the hooker. Way to go, Lenny.
I see how that works.
Yep.
Nice. Good for you.
So, Vic,
Yep.
we know you're a hero amongst everybody.
Oh, no.
In addition to that, you are venturing on and doing big things out on your own as well, right?
Yeah. It's been a busy spring. It's been
Okay.
a busy summer.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's good busy. As you know, I started a little side business and been doing concrete floor coating, garage, commercial. Had a big warehouse a couple weeks ago, 4,000 square feet. So been busy with that, which is good.
So do you have a name for this new venture?
We are. Our name is VR Coding. You can
Okay.
find us on the Instagram. That's all the only social media we have.
On the Insta,
On the Insta, we
VR
got some reels on there.
VR coding.
Correct.
I think you missed a naming opportunity, personally, Vic.
What is that?
Big Dick Vic's floor coating.
Oh my god!
Yeah. I mean, that'll work.
One code at a time.
One code at a
Wrapped
time.
That on there.
Yeah,
But
where the
yeah.
cream stays on your floor.
That reminds me of another venture we were going to do once about
Roof splooge. we're gonna
That's a good one.
we're gonna do roof splooge, but
it was a roofing sealant company we were trying to really promote.
Yeah.
so VR coding.
Okay.
All your information's on the Instagram. Is it just VR coding on
Yep.
Instagram?
Yep. You can look us up.
Check
Got some reels on there.
them out. I've seen the work that they've done. It's phenomenal
Thanks.
work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But, it's really cool. I think the biggest, what you get out of it is afterwards where you see the transformation from the previous, what the concrete looked like, to the after.
Okay.
It was just like, wow, made it worth it.
So you were the first guy in the neighborhood that I ever saw go out and seal his driveway. First season, you go out there, you're like, I'm gonna power wash this thing and make sure this thing is pristine. And I'm like,
man.
who the hell is this? It must be a firefighter thing to go out and be like, I gotta seal my concrete just in case. And then I look several years later, mine has cracks and things are all, and yours
That's
is
why.
still pristine. That's
It's
why.
pristine, but it's hanging in there.
Hey, it's doing great because you know what you're doing. So I'm just throwing that out there. If you need that,
Yeah, hit us up. Slide in them DMs. Let us know.
Awesome.
slide right in those
slide
DMs,
in.
man. The
Wow.
work to be done, and it's gonna be quality work.
We'll get you a free consultation.
There's a lot of people out there going out and doing some floor coatings. They're gonna do it wrong. They're gonna it's gonna fail on you in a few years.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest, and no fault, people want to go out and do their own thing, which is fine.
People
right.
want to go
It's
out
okay.
and do things half-assed. It's
okay.
No, I think it's just, you find one of these DIY kits from one of these big box stores.
Absolutely.
And it's like, hey, we'll just acid etch and throw on the flake and be good. Well,
That's it. It's a
it's
little
going
bit
to
more.
delaminate after a couple years, if that.
He used a bigger word than I use.
Yeah.
Delaminate.
Delaminate.
You don't want that to happen.
You guys are talking foreign to me, man.
Well, you need the work done. You know where to go.
Give us a call.
It's gonna be amazing.
DJ make pipe hot. DJ put new metal in old metal. DJ cool pipe.
If you reach
No
out and you mention DadDimes, you will get a discount, which includes a
Yeah.
hug and a handshake.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Yep. A hug and a handshake.
That's all we request from our
Vic himself.
That's right.
He will give you a hug and a handshake. If you do a couple garages, he might give you a reach around.
Yeah.
Just kind of depends on what's
Depends
going
on
on.
what we got. Yeah.
He's getting so big now, he hires people to do that.
Oh,
Yep. So I'll be giving you a reach round because I got a new job working for Vic, giving reach rounds.
But still, quality, grade
Soft
A.
keyboard hands, by the way, nowadays.
Yeah.
These puppies are
Yeah,
soft.
you got to get those calluses off because you're behind the desk all day.
Yeah,
now.
I'm a keyboard guy now. Which is pretty cool.
I want to get back to there's so many things I got to share. It's been such a good week, man. It's been such a good
we
week.
It's been a pretty good week.
50-50 raffle, horsemen tailgate fundraiser.
Yep. When's that?
That's going to be the 5th. We'll find out here in a second. I believe it's May 5th, live on Facebook. DadDimes went out and they did 12 entries, and anything that is won on those 12 entries, we're going to be giving back half to ourselves and then half to our viewers.
Oh, awesome. That works.
And by to ourselves, it helps enhance the show. So, I mean, you know how that works. It never goes back to us. It always goes back to the production.
Right.
That's how it has to work.
Yeah.
But, we're gonna
We
throw
might
some
be able
love.
to finally pay our laser guy.
You want to get into lasers? Let's get into lasers real quick. Vic, this is your second time.
Yeah.
Usually we do, you get a plaque the first time, right? Because you have to have something to replace your family photo. That's what we get.
It's
Like,
hanging up in my office.
is it really?
Oh, yeah.
God,
He took down the picture of Nancy, and that's where it's at.
So afterwards, though, I mean, like at some point you're here 2, 3, 4 times. You have a bunch of plaques, and you're like, "All right, man, like that's a little much." So we decided that after you get your first plaque, the second time it's going to be something that's going to be a little bit more useful, and then at some point we'll do glasses and stuff like that. But for this time, your can is on
Oh, yeah.
One of your gifts.
one of your gifts. So,
Man.
which is cool, right? You
Yeah,
like that, Dad?
this is sweet.
Flip it around.
Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
There it is.
we got a little
Thanks,
crazy
fellas.
this time.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I remember when I thought of that idea.
It was like a
Great idea.
I think it was like a Wednesday evening after the show. You like wrote it down on one of the coasters.
I
You're
put
like,
it on the board Bailey tells me not to cry on.
and there you go. So,
you. Yeah, that's awesome.
welcome back.
Thank you.
But I mean, those are useful. So
Yeah,
you could be
absolutely.
at home and you'd be like, oh man, your wife's gonna be like, if you get one of these little rings on my table, I'm gonna shoot you, and you'd be like, huh,
Hold on.
stand by.
Hold my beer.
No, this will hold my beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thank you. Appreciate
we're
it. fellas.
continuously doing
Yeah.
some things, and at some point you work your way up to the sniffer glass. We haven't had anyone get one of those yet, so
No.
keep on working. You'll
I
be in.
think the
Get in
first
there.
one in line.
Yeah.
I think Paul probably earned one like 6 appearances ago, but he's his brother-in-law, so whatever.
I mean, we're working on it. But yes, laser guy, taking care of business.
Taking care of
Oh, this is
business.
sweet. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thanks for the invite.
Oh yeah, it's an open invite anytime. Anytime. Got a couple comments. My sister Nikki wants to know if I'll make some pork belly for Mother's Day. Absolutely.
Not, it's for Father's Day only.
It's for Father's Day only. You heard. You heard my significant other.
Yeah.
Lenny's saying thank you. Please buy the raffle.
Yes.
Goes to a good cause. It's once again, this is the Horseman Tailgate. Their 50-50 raffle going on May 5th. Also, Monday, Lifeline Colorado will be having an event Monday to have voice heard in support of Board of Education.
Yep.
Free event, dinner event.
Free. Seats are limited. Sign up fast.
Yep. You're jumping the gun, buddy.
I mean, okay.
You're good.
I'm behind today. Sorry. I've been busy today. Today's been a busy
Oh,
day. We just
lot
got off
going
a
on.
2-hour board
2
meeting
hours?
Yeah.
to make sure that this
Hold on.
community is still rolling.
Our last board meeting.
To be fair, it is
that longer?
the last.
They were like, DJ, Justin, Anthony, we appreciate your support. Loved working with you. I'm like, Justin and Anthony's like, I did my part. And I'm like,
DJ's like,
I didn't do fucking shit. So,
I mean,
how's the comic relief, I guess?
all I know, it was a good opportunity to be able to serve, but
Yeah.
all good things have to come to an end,
Meant so much to me.
and it has.
So was this your last meeting?
This is my
Oh,
Our
last meeting.
Oh,
yeah.
Our last
package,
meeting.
package deal.
It was.
It was. He's like, hey, you want to do this? I was like, I don't know. Do I have to do a lot? Oh, you got to approve some stuff and do some stuff. And I was like, all right. And then
Every meeting I text him, hey man, are you gonna hop on? Oh, yeah, I forgot it was.
not every meeting. I was on a couple of them without you reminding me.
Yeah.
But this one I was taking a nap because it's been a long day for me as well.
Yeah, I could see that.
And
Yeah.
dude, I was like, I heard my phone buzz and I looked and I'm like, fuck, it's already 5. I thought I set an alarm for like 4:50.
You did.
I did not.
You did not.
I did
Yeah,
not.
it happens.
I had a nice drool pile going
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything.
That's all you have to do, man.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. So what's been going on in the taking down the blazes world, man? Have you been out there?
It's been busy.
I mean,
You know, it's
is it like flame season or is it like cardiac season?
both.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been both.
Car wrecks season.
I mean, everyone.
That's all year long.
Yeah, I know.
There was a nasty
Unfortunately.
one in Thornton. We don't usually see
Off
them,
of
but
McKay.
You know, we're just talking about whiskey barrels.
Yeah?
We had a car go into the Stranahans the other day.
oh no!
Warehouse. Out of all the barrels they had in that warehouse,
Yeah.
took out one.
And I'm
Now
assuming
it's
it
pretty
totaled the car
expensive. Oh yeah.
because
Oh yeah. It was.
it's several
it was
hundred
quite
pounds.
The evolution.
They
that's what we
they
call it.
couldn't find
Well,
out
he
if
took-
he had a DUI or not because
Because everything smelled like alcohol.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
So yeah. They had it on camera and everything.
How much do you think a barrel cost? Well,
Well, it was probably expensive.
Well, it depends
Just
on
the
what
one.
kind of barrel. No, I don't mean okay. Let me rewind.
What's in it?
Like
What's in
dirt
the
and
barrel?
how long it's been in it.
yeah. I don't.
Because if
the
I,
warehouse part had probably about 100 barrels in there.
if I was the insurance guy, I'd be like, oh, that's our 300-year barrel, and that's at least worth 5.7 million. Prove me wrong,
Yeah.
Yeah,
because it's gone.
that was the one.
Yeah, we only had one of those.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Luckily, nobody was in the warehouse at the time, but
I mean,
I'm sure the guys were like, I'd rather been hit than knock this 300-year-old barrel over.
yeah.
so you arrive on that, right? You show up. I'm assuming it wasn't electric because there's different protocols with electric cars. Like it's gonna just burn, and the entire warehouse burns.
It was electric. It was a
Damn.
Ford Lightning.
Oh, that
Oh,
makes
that's
sense.
why.
It was Ford. Okay. But if that were to ignite, like that is a problem
That would be
at a distillery like that,
quite the scene.
because you can't just put it out. Like the blankets don't just like.
Yeah.
You can't pee on it?
It's
I mean, you can, just because it's fun to watch.
yeah. I mean, it's interesting.
I mean, because the lithium thing, right? So what's the current protocol? Like a car lights on fire, it's electric. What do you do?
Well,
Because you can't just water it.
yeah. I mean, you just let it do its thing and then hope for the best, or you bring something to smother it. But
What do you smother
yeah,
a lithium
there's
fire?
a lot of unknowns right now. It's either you throw a blanket in there, you throw some kind of container, but in order to do that, I mean, it's not efficient.
No.
So,
And if you do that at a place like gas station, which they shouldn't be there anyway. The only time that I brought my electric car to a gas station was because he ran out of gas.
That's correct. That my wife drove the car until it was out of gas. Didn't tell me. I got in the car, started driving. Oh fuck, we're almost out of gas. Break down, out of gas. Call the guy with the Tesla to save me.
yeah,
He's like, "Can you bring me gas?" I'm like, "What makes you think I have a gas can?"
yeah.
But you have to let it burn, or hopefully it doesn't ignite, and then you cut the main power line, and then you try to tow it out as quickly as possible.
Sometimes that's feasible. Sometimes it ain't.
So if it runs through a building,
Protect the exposures. I mean,
what happens when it runs through a building? Who do you have to call? Not Ghostbusters.
Plumber.
It's just structural guys, right? Like they come out, aren't they?
oh,
Like,
when it goes through the building and not catch the building on fire. Correct.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Because if the thing comes down,
Yep. So what we were presented with was kind of a unique situation in the way of the truck went completely through the warehouse. Now how are we going to get it out of there? Right.
same way it
And
came in.
typically we respond to any auto in a building because we're part of the collapse team.
Yeah.
And so we have to throw up some vertical shores to capture whatever we're concerned. But the cavity that this truck created, we can't put any shores up because we have to be able to get it out.
Okay.
So it was kind of more of like a timely, like, hurry up, let's watch, make sure nothing moves, shifts. But hats off to the tote guy that came in. It was well coordinated. Like you should have seen, the truck barely got out of that hole like by this much.
Oh, I watch Lizard Lick Towing all the time. Those boys are good.
He was on it.
Bobby, get him!
He was on it. So we were able to do that and then finally throw up a vertical shore to prevent.
Okay. Collapse.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Temporary shoring for,
Yeah.
And drove by and it was all boarded up already. So
Oh, nice.
hand was on it. But
I'm sure.
it was,
I mean, anytime like the longer they're down, the amount of money that they lose is absolutely horrendous. what was that? Buffalo Trace Distillery flooded.
Oh,
Flooded.
Like
that's not good.
I mean, well, right? Rain, act of God.
Yeah.
Waters rose, flood the distillery. I think they were down for like 3 or 4 days. And the second that they could open up again, man, they were like, "Oh, don't mind the mops. Like, we are back to business because
Yeah.
we're a multi-billion-dollar
Well,
company."
and the other
Well,
thing they
yeah.
did was like, hey, prices are going up, jackasses. Like, we got increased. We had this loss and blah, blah, blah.
They lost like it was like 4% of inventory. Like they
didn't lose shit, huh?
Everything's in rack house, so everything is like legitimately stacked upon stacked upon stacked.
Yeah.
I mean, and if it floods 3 feet, like the first layer, probably you shouldn't use. There's deep discount. They still will, or they're gonna say this is a rare edition flood version. Only happened in the bayou, so that's now a $500.
This one we call flood water.
They'll figure out a way to spin it. But everything else is fine 'cause
Yeah.
it's just stacked. But yeah, man, these are real problems, dude. These are real problems.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
But you know, they were lucky to have you there, just saving the
Just
world.
me,
I agree.
Just you.
not me.
I'm pretty sure
Everybody
you went up there and
Everybody.
you just like lifted the wall and held it.
He did. Look at those shoulders. You know he did. God dang. He's like, I got this.
So how many different bunker gears have you had to go through as you continue to widen out the
no.
shoulder, the back, like you keep
I've
getting
only
like
gone through them
more
because of their
ribs.
life expense or whatever, how long they last.
Life
10 years.
expectancy?
Correct.
You know why? These firefighters like to have like the tight stuff, like, oh, problems over there.
The shirt he's wearing right now is a medium, by the way. It's not even an extra medium yet.
Yeah.
Working on it.
Got to get a little more jacked, and then I could throw the extra medium on.
Yeah, that's what happens, dude. 35's the peak, though. So just so you know,
Yeah.
start to
I
scoot
don't
down.
know, man.
The
I
knees
think
start
I
to
hit the
pop a
peak
little
like
bit.
5 years ago.
Yeah. That's where my
I'm feeling
mental
it.
status started declining.
Yeah.
It was right around 30.
No joke.
Getting old sucks, man.
Oh.
What are we thinking? How is it chilled?
Oh yeah.
I like it,
Good.
chilled. It's good.
Tastes delicious.
I actually don't think the flavor profile changes much, neat or chilled.
Not yet.
Oh, it's good.
I don't think I've ever had scotch diluted. Because scotch is like that old school drink where you're...
Sean Connery drinks scotch. Men's men.
Drink.
Drank?
Yeah, Sir Sean... He died.
He passed away.
Sir Sean Connery.
He was like 99 though.
He was knighted.
That's cool.
Sean Connery.
What's your favorite Sean Connery movie?
Is it The Rock?
With Nick Cage? Gotta get out of the rock.
Highlander.
Okay.
It's the only one I could think of.
Wasn't he 007? Mm-hmm. I mean, he was okay.
Shaken, not stirred.
Yeah, that's how he was drinking. But it was a martini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not scotch. I like it. I think it's good. When I think about scotch, I think about two things. I think about like a porch night
Yeah.
with like a little bit of a bonfire after a long day of work and a long day of golfing
With a cigar.
with a cigar.
Yeah.
And what's better than golfing and cigars?
Cocaine and hookers.
No.
Hell yeah.
We reached out to this company.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys.
We reached out to this company, and
Oh,
it is Select Draw Cigar Cutters
Nice.
because they had something that's pretty cool.
Cool.
And we reached out and we said, hey, guys, if we bought one of your cutters, could we showcase it on, like, would you be okay if we showcased it on the show? And we reached out because, you know, there's a lot of people out there like, oh, we're going to do a review on this thing. And it's like, all right, man, but, like, there has to be some kind of common decency out there. Like, you don't have to ask permission. You can just do it, and then it's either going to either promote the brand or it's going to hurt the brand. But if you reach out and you say, hey, guys, like, we think this is kind of cool. Is this something that you guys would be willing to do? The response we got was, man, you don't got to buy it. We're going to send it out to you because we think that what you guys are doing on DadDimes is pretty cool. We're going to look forward to you doing this. And Select Draw Cigar Cutters sent us some things.
Yeah,
Nice.
so our buddies at Select Draw Cigar Cutters sent us
We don't
some
even
items.
We're opening the package right now.
We're opening it right now for the first time.
So
Got some cards.
the initial thing that drew us to this was they had a golf tee that was also a cutter.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And we're like, hey man,
That's
like
cool.
you're golfing, like this is like a big deal. You're out there doing your thing, and then all of a sudden you're like,
You need a cigar cutter.
hey, you need a cigar cutter, man, because you're enjoying.
Because when you're at the golf course, what do you always forget? One of two things: a cigar cutter or a lighter. Right?
No, I forget how to play.
No, there's a difference. We don't know how to play.
No.
That is different. That is different.
We know how to play. We're just not good at how to play.
Also true.
But we have fun.
So our friends over at Select Draw
Select Draw cigar cutters.
sent us these, and this is a golf tee,
Oh.
Ooh.
which I would probably lose if I hit it because I lose all my tees. But I'll keep this in the bag, like I'll
Heck
keep
yeah.
like, because this is kind of a cool thing.
There-
And then,
yeah.
yeah, you poke the tip of the cigar, creates the perfect draw. You can do some external pokes.
And it looks like they sent us 3 different ones. So Justin has, which bag did you pull that one out?
This is a silver bag. This is the tee,
So this is
Nice.
obsidian.
Obsidian.
Yeah, that's not a tee. That's just one of their regular
Okay.
cutters.
Perfect.
As you can see, this is a golf tee.
Yep.
It's a golf tee.
That's cool.
And they have it in silver as well.
We have not tried them out yet for functionality.
We'll have secondary
but
videos
we-
out there. Yeah.
We will. I don't see any reason why these things don't work like money.
So this looks like a chess piece. This looks like a rook.
Yeah, it does. These are actually really, really cool.
So they sent us out a few, and they said, you know what?
Durable.
We're excited to help promote the brand. We're excited to hear what you have to say about these cutters, these draw spikes for your cigar needs. And we're going to send you some extras just in case some of your viewers might want to indulge. So
Absolutely.
we will be randomly picking some of our weekly top viewers, top fans.
Yep.
So get out there, make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll send you.
Yeah.
I'll
Send
send
you
you one
some
of these cigar
stuff.
cutters. Yeah.
Yeah. These are actually, and they're not cheaply made
No,
either.
they're
These
not.
are
They're
really
heavy
good
duty.
quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like them. I like them.
They're not going to falter. They're not going to fail. And in your time of need, when you're enjoying time with the friends, drinking some scotch, drinking some bourbon, whatever you're doing, man, it's the middle of the night. The summer nights, those are coming up. Get your cigar knees. Make sure that you're out there. You're enjoying your time because you know what? You get one life to live. You might as well live it to the fullest.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Love it.
So shout
Thanks,
out
guys.
to our buddies at Select Draw
We
Cigar
appreciate you.
Cutters. You've seen them on TikTok, right?
I think that's what actually lured me to it. Is I
Yeah.
saw a TikTok short and I was like, hey man, this is kind of cool.
So go give them a shout out on TikTok. I'm sure they're on Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Tell them DadDimes sent you.
They'll send you a big hug
We'll give you a big hug. Yep.
and a handshake.
And a handshake. And I'm never mind.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
They haven't hired you. Right now, you're too busy.
I'm too. Yeah, Vic's keeping me busy.
Man, it's a good day.
Well, you
Good
brought
day.
up earlier something that just happened, right? The NFL draft.
Yeah. I was gonna say the Nuggets, but that's next.
Oh, we're getting
We'll talk
there.
about that
We'll
next.
get there. NFL draft. What are your thoughts, Vic? How do you think it went?
I think we picked up some solid picks. I think it'd be good. There's a whole Shador thing.
So who would have thought that he was going to be last to pick?
I mean, he wasn't last to pick, Mr. Irrelevant, but he was
was
drafted
down
in
there.
the 5th
He
round.
was down there.
Which, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. I thought it was fucked up because it's a
prank
moment. Yeah.
I wish I would have done it.
I'm gonna be honest, that
know,
shit is funny as fuck.
At first it was funny, then you look at it, it's like, oh yeah, that's kind of funny.
God dang, you got this kid just his
Well,
whole
they had to
life ahead
pay.
of him, right?
Didn't the Falcons get fined?
Falcons got fined $200,000, and then Jeff Albright or something.
Dad.
Yeah, the dad got fined $100,000.
Yeah.
Because I'd beat the brakes off that kid, right?
I wouldn't, man. The publicity that he's gonna get now, like way more than $100,000.
If he comes up to me and says, "Dad, I got this because I made a lot more. Here's your $100,000 back."
Yeah.
We're good.
Here's 50,000 for your trouble. Here's 100,000 to pay the fine.
Yeah. I'm good with it.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm gonna be on the Today Show talking about how funny this was because it's Shadeur who thought that he was high class, and guess what, man? Not today.
so much.
I think they made an example out of him.
There's no
Yeah, we're
doubt.
gonna-
His arrogance.
Are we gonna finish that like last time?
Probably.
I mean, after hours.
I think Shadeur's good. He probably should have went in the first or second.
He's not that good.
He's pretty good.
He's all right.
He's all right. He's pretty good.
I agree.
Yeah. I think he's pretty good compared to. There's no reason why Dylan. What is
No.
You think it had to do
Gabriel
anything
should-
with Dion?
It did.
You know, where coaches
did.
are like, or teams don't want to deal with
Yep.
Yeah.
him.
The teams didn't want to deal with all the everything that comes with Shadeur Sanders, but
We didn't like your dad when he played for us. We're not going to like him now.
I mean, Dion was the
He
greatest
was
of all time when it comes to cornerbacks.
He's not the greatest football. He was
when it
a
comes to
good
quarterbacks-
football player, but the ego that came with it, man, it's not worth it.
People
He
don't
won
want to
you
deal with
champion-
that. People don't want to deal with
championships.
that.
He won you championships.
Yeah,
Doesn't
you
matter.
can't argue that.
It does. You play to win championships.
Yeah,
and if this
not
guy
to
wins you
stoke your ego.
championships, that's who you bring on, right?
Man, I don't know. You can still that
I
stuff, man.
respect
Go
it, man.
play the game that we pay you to play.
But
You don't need to have all
At
the
the end of
extras.
the day, it's not Dion. It's his son.
It's his son, yeah. But his son has proven in college. Granted, he wasn't going up against Alabama and Georgia and those
Yeah,
teams,
at
right?
all.
Yeah, I mean,
But when he had a pocket to throw out of, he was an 80% pass completion. You know, they like to say, well, Dion padded the stats where he's
Oh, yeah.
dinking and dunking and dinking and dunking. Those are good decisions, right?
He was dunking in donuts.
You're getting the ball out instead of throwing the ball away for an incompletion. You're getting the ball out to get 2-3 yards, right?
Yeah.
That's what a good quarterback does. If you look at Tom Brady's, he had the majority of dink and dunks. Tom Brady's the king of dink and dunks, and he is
But Shadeur's not Tom
the
Brady.
greatest quarterback that ever fucking played.
But Shadeur's not Tom Brady.
Not yet. I'm
He's
not saying he's gonna be,
he's
but
not
you
gonna be
don't
Tom Brady.
you don't know.
I do know.
You don't know.
I mean, so Dion did what every good dad would do. He took the job, he created a team to surround his son, and got him into the NFL.
Which I may say, by the way, you said he was going to Dallas. You said he was going to the NFL. You
should
said
have.
he was leaving Colorado.
I really
just
wish he
signed an
does.
extension. I don't.
Why?
He likes college. Let him stay in college. Why are you trying to make a decision for Deion Sanders? He likes to coach kids, to create kids, to bring them up.
He likes going to the stadium where he could see his name every day because Sanders is now a retired jersey on a team that now went to the Browns, right? On 5th round,
In the 5th round.
who has done nothing really great for CU other than like a season or two of kind of mediocre.
Went from 1-14, 1-13
Yeah, the year before he
to
started,
actually in a bowl game.
yeah, I mean,
Which is unheard of in college football. You don't go from winning one game to actually winning half your games to then going to a bowl game.
It does when you have a good
You
coach.
just don't do that.
So it does when you have a good coach.
Yeah, but you're shitting on Dion.
Well,
You're
yeah.
saying he's not a good coach.
Because I love doing everything I can to see like the veins pop out of the side of your neck.
There's no
trying to
veins
get in your
popping
head,
out.
man.
There's no veins popping out. The reality of it is you know very little about football, and
That's
I know
true.
a little bit more.
I know nothing about college football because,
Or pro football.
I know enough to be like number 2 in my first fantasy league.
There you go.
Yeah.
Number 2.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Or are you number 2?
I lost to one guy who like randomly won. We don't talk about his name.
Last year?
But he did all the drywall.
Oh, that was the first year,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came out number 2.
Oh,
In a fluke.
You know what happened? So we had the draft party at my house.
We did.
And I got super drunk, and I was helping Dominic and telling Justin, "Oh, you should get this.
That
You
happens.
should get this. You should get this." So Dominic's team was actually pretty good. So was Justin's
Yeah.
team, and then my team was shit because I was telling them who to get.
oh,
So
Yeah.
in reality,
you won.
I was
No.
like,
Yeah.
I
No,
was
we didn't.
second, I was fourth, and I was last.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Whatever makes
You add those together, number 1, baby.
Actually, add those together like 7, 8, 9. 2 + 5 plus.
Yeah.
Lenny.
Vic, what do you think
Wait,
of
like Lenny's comment?
Edelman?
No, it's Sean
Which one?
Connery. The one right above that one.
I'm going to let Vic read that one.
Oh, Lenny says, Sean Connery once said, if your wife talks disrespectful to you, smack her across the mouth. Look it up. Playboy magazine.
Yeah, look what happened to Hef. Look what happened to his mansion. Obviously, not great advice.
Vic, what do you think of Edelman? And then Jesse said Saints got a damn tackle.
Yeah,
Jesse, I thought Jesse was going to be right. He predicted the Saints get Shador.
Yeah.
They drafted some fucking bum. That's the last player to be drafted that was born in the 1900s. Is what
Oh.
he was born in probably 1999.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's 26
Those old
years
folks.
old. Tyler Show some shit. He sucks. I seen his pro day stuff.
Okay.
He's not very good.
No.
Should not have drafted him, but whatever.
It's better than Shador.
Doubt it.
Just going to have to find out.
We'll see.
Wait and see.
Find out.
We'll see what happens to the Browns this year.
Oh, they got quite the quarterback lineup.
Yeah, isn't he 5th?
Oh, they got who?
He-
Deshaun Watson?
I mean, he's not fifth yet because the season hasn't started. But they got Deshaun Watson, Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
Joe
Flacco.
Flacco.
They
Still
traded
around.
for Kenny Pickett. They drafted Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
And then they got Shador.
Do you think they're going to cut him?
Shador?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
They're going to keep him.
I guarantee they're
I
not
mean,
going to
if-
cut him.
yeah.
Over Dylan Gabriel?
Yeah. You don't need 5 quarterbacks. You don't need
You
4.
don't.
Why would
But
you
they
cut
won't cut him.
Shador? They're paying
I'd
very
trade him.
minimal
They'll cut
for
Joe
what
Flacco
Shador.
before
Oh,
they
they're
cut
not
Shador.
going to.
Yes, they will.
Flacco.
They ain't going to get rid of Shador.
I would trade him.
Nobody wants him.
Exactly.
So how are you going to trade him?
It'd be a really good deal.
Not going to happen.
Be like the Broncos. Stupid deals where we keep paying
Yeah.
the quarterback.
Well, this is our last year paying him.
Yeah, and he's enjoying every second of it.
Edelman. Yeah, I think he's doing good. Stepped up. It was a matter of time before he got a head coaching job. I mean, I don't kind of, Malone got kicked out right before the playoffs. That was kind of,
I thought
Interesting.
that was very interesting.
I think, because I've talked to people about this recently, but I think you got too many cooks in the kitchen when it comes to professional sports, right? You got GMs, you got,
Oh, yeah.
Too
Vice
many
P-
Chiefs, not enough Indians.
correct.
Yep,
And not everybody's going to be on the same page.
I could say
So,
that.
yeah.
I can't.
He can't.
It'd be insensitive.
But
I thought it was weird.
Yeah.
They fired Michael Malone right
Right
games
before the playoffs.
But the
wrong?
Nuggets.
I mean, the guy won a championship, first ever championship, just a couple of years ago.
I know. That's why my heart was torn. But obviously, it's been okay, somewhat.
What's their
They're up 3-2
now.
3-2?
Yeah,
Yep.
after last night's
Denver
win.
Nuggets went into, or actually, they hosted the Clippers come here.
Okay.
And we pretty much
finish it off
beat the
tomorrow.
fucking brakes off
Yeah.
of them.
Okay.
We're up 22 at some point. They came back within 14, 16.
See, that's what always makes me nervous, because sometimes, like the game before that, they were up same points, right? And then they won at the buzzer.
But the game before that, they got blown the
They
fuck
did.
out.
They did.
Yeah. Avs are 3-2
They're down.
trailing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And their game 6 is tomorrow.
They lost,
Yeah.
6-2 last game? There were some questionable calls in there, though.
Okay.
I did watch part of that game where I thought there was quite a few questionable calls in there. Just wasn't. I mean, it's in Dallas.
Yeah.
You get those calls when you're the home team, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
You could have taken care of.
yeah, I mean, sure.
I mean, that's what happens in KC every game. But they also get the away games, too.
Yeah.
Checks are cut.
It ain't cheating if you ain't trying.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure that
was
was
it?
my academy motto. You ain't cheating if you're not trying.
Trying.
You ain't trying if you ain't cheating.
That's right. Oh, we got Rob on. What's up, Rob?
Rob, what's up, man? My mom said Sanders is going to get cut.
Yeah.
She's old. She's old and senile. She doesn't know.
I don't think so. I think we're on the same page there, Phyllis.
Jesse said keep that defense sharp. Denver Broncos had a great draft.
They did.
Louis Riddick, pretty good analyst. Like the Saints QB pick. I like the Broncos pick too. The CB Award in college football from Texas. won the best cornerback over Hunter. He did. Jade Barron. I think that was a good pick too.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. Solidify that defense on Denver.
Yeah.
It's
And then-
good.
Speaking of the
Excited,
Broncos
man.
season, we got approval to go live from the Horseman bus.
Nice.
Yeah.
We have to pick.
What, you gotta pick a game?
Yeah, and then we also have to figure
Logistics.
out if we're going to pay for Starlink for a month. Mm-hmm. But either way, we're going to go live.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let me know. I'll be there.
Yeah, pregame.
Yeah.
Done and done. Done and done.
He'll be there whether he's working or not.
I'll be there. I'll make it
I
happen.
forget that those people get to be at the game. Like you see the cops everywhere, and they're like, "Oh no, we're
I'll be-
protecting everything." And then
No.
you see the firefighters that are walking around like, yeah, no, like are you at capacity yet? No,
Is that
okay, we're
smoke? Is that smoke? No, we're good.
I'll
That's
be
a
there
hot
off.
dog stand.
I'll be there off duty.
We're good.
good." They do that at the ball arena all the time too. I'm like, what are you guys even doing? Oh, we got to, union contracts.
The last Bronco game of the season when we played the Chiefs, me and Dom went.
Yep.
Went with Lenny and my sister.
Yeah.
And they got us in. We were drinking a little bit of alcohol, not much. But normally, when you go to cops are kind of dicks.
Not true.
I don't know.
Never. I've never had that happen to me.
In my reaction or in my experiences, cops kind of
Never had that happen.
These 4 cops were great.
Absolutely.
Don't say absolutely like they're all cool.
Were you committing crimes?
No,
Then they were probably really
but
cool. with you.
normally when you go up to cops and you're like, in Country Road, take me home's on, and you put your arms around, you can't fucking touch me, and they get all mad, right? These
because they
guys,
think that you're going to kill them.
nah, they fucking put their arms around me. We're
Dancing away.
yeah, we were singing.
There you go.
Fucking, it was great.
Yeah.
First enjoyable experience I've had besides with you.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder what your encounter with cops have been.
I'd avoid them.
Exactly.
That's for sure. Racial profiles.
No, I mean, but if you think about it, like, so
Okay, why do I get randomly selected every time I go to the airport?
that's
the
TSA.
beard.
It's different.
It's similar though, right? You get randomly selected.
I do.
Is
TSA
your
though.
skin color?
It is different, but yeah, I
Yeah.
do get randomly.
It's the
You
same
know what's
thing.
weird? I get like escorted VIP to the
I'm
first
sure
class.
you
Oh,
do.
we know.
We know. Oh, sir, come on over here.
Hang on, you need an upgrade?
You hold up.
Done.
You, sir, with the blonde, with the gray hair and the blue eyes, come here. And then they.
So I have
Feel
stories.
nice.
Back in the day,
Back in the day.
it was Tuesday. I had privilege.
David gets randomly selected too.
Yeah.
David, I get it. I'm sorry, man. I had privilege where if I did a little bit of paperwork, I could bypass security. And I could fly on airplanes with law enforcement
First class.
Yeah.
things to make sure that the plane was secure.
Farms.
We can't say that because they get a little crazy on TikTok. You can't say that'd be weird. But so you'd go through this process, and you would be like, "Oh, so here's this secret number that I got that you have as well."
It's 01234, by the way.
Yeah, it was password. And they'd be like, "Oh, all right, that's what I have too." And then you'd bypass security. So I used to travel with like full size like shampoo and conditioner, and I used to think to myself, like, 3 ounces, huh?
This is what my privilege really gets me.
Yeah.
At the time, he had long flowing hair, so he'd throw it back.
I could have as many ounces as I want on the airplane. So we were coming back from Miami. Went through the process. Myself and another member of the organization, we went through that side of it because we have that access. Mm-hmm. And then we had another person that was a advocate that was not sworn, so she had to go through actual security. And she got stopped because she had like chocolate.
Oh, dang.
Chocolate syrup, and it was like 4 ounces, so they made her throw it away. And I was like, oh, well, if you would have just given it to me, I could have just bypassed it, and we could have got it on the plane. She's laughing. She's like, yeah, oops, they made me throw it away. That sucks. We get on the plane, and the other person that I'm with decided to have this specific device in an ankle apparatus.
Oh.
Fell asleep and had his leg hiked up.
Oh, geez.
So everyone was walking by. They looked down, and I was like,
Hey, man.
"Hey, man, that thing's showing."
Put your fucking leg down.
So he had to put his thing, and it caused like a little bit of a stir.
I'm sure.
People started freaking out a little bit, and he had to identify himself. And he'd be like, "Listen, I am so and so. I am allowed to do this. I am your one person on this airplane." And I'm like, "Don't put me in the same category. Don't let all these other people that might try to do some bad things
Right.
attack me. They need to attack you first because you
Yeah.
decided to show your thing that's on your ankle."
Mm-hmm.
Cops are idiots. It
We know.
happens. Because everyone loves you.
Yeah.
When you have a problem, you have a cat in the tree, who do you call? The heroes.
I'll pull
No
my
one. I don't like fucking cats. I leave it up
They
there.
come down eventually.
I leave it up there.
Not my cat.
When you have a problem with someone that's been not nice to you, who do you call?
My cousin.
Lenny.
As you
I call Lenny. I'm like, hey, Lenny, this motherfucker.
and he takes care of you,
Yeah.
right?
He takes care of
that's where the rap happens. Like the bad rap happens for the people that you have to call to take care of business, and then the good rap happens to the people that save cats. Just saying.
How many cats have you saved in your career?
I would say save.
Okay.
They've been a handful. They come down. You know, they'll jump down.
They come down when
come
you
down
throw
trees,
rocks
yeah.
at them.
Firefighters, they're the only profession that if your house burns down, you'll still shake their hand and be like, "At least you tried."
And they don't try. Like, oh, I'll cut a hole in the ceiling so we get airflow and burn it quicker.
Yeah, you're supposed to. What are those called?
Backdraft. It was a movie.
That is not called backdraft.
Backdraft.
Vent holes?
Vertical vent.
Yeah, you're supposed to vent it, right?
For backdraft. I seen the movie.
I mean, I'm sure that's close.
Why do you create those holes?
Well, it makes conditions better inside.
To prevent
As heat rises,
backdraft.
right?
Yeah,
Heat and smoke rises where it has nowhere to go. It's going to bank down.
yeah.
Heat's generated. Create an opening at the highest point. Clears the smoke.
And it prevents backdraft.
Physics.
It can prevent backdraft.
There you go.
He's right.
So
Thank
at the
you.
end of the day, backdraft.
Backdraft.
About the Rockies.
Don't care.
What about the Rockies?
They sell you.
They played today.
Jesus. I don't know.
No, they did.
See?
What are they? 4-12 or 4
Wow.
and fucking?
They won 4? Damn. All right.
Or maybe not.
The other team couldn't make it.
Oh,
They had a forfeit because there was weather.
The Giants said, you can have this one. We're 43 games ahead of you already.
yeah.
Fucking Rockies.
How about the Rockies that have an amazing stadium? Like the experience is phenomenal.
Coors Field's awesome.
It's beautiful.
And
All it
that's-
needs is a damn fucking baseball team.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And
is,
new owners.
is people continue to go for because it's a great experience, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
But if people stop showing up to
Correct,
support them, then the owners would sell, and we might get a baseball team here.
Right.
But they're not there supporting the team. They're there
I
supporting
think we
the
should get the
experience.
Isotopes up here.
Springfield? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They'll do
I
better.
think that's actually our minor league team.
I'm pretty sure that the Savannah Bananas, when they come to town,
I'll support them.
we're just going to keep them.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Shit. Hell yeah.
What else is going on this week?
It's been a busy week.
Yep.
Been sick a little bit.
Oh man.
He had an illness, an
right.
ailment.
Doing okay.
Both ends.
Yeah.
Shitter,
Hey.
bathtub, didn't matter.
Yeah.
Projectiling out of
Everywhere.
both.
Or
As a plumber, I got it taken care of though.
Yeah.
The Rockies won or the other team won?
I don't know who won.
4-22.
I know they played today.
I seen. My mom said yes, they won.
Yeah.
Won 4, lost 2. Oh, okay,
Juan?
never mind. Juan 4.
So
Lost
I just
22.
realized, are you a phlebotomist?
I'm not. We
I-
have people.
I'm actually
Well-
IV certified.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
that. Phlebotomists are usually, I think,
Are you IV
people that
certified?
draw blood and all that. I'm not. Well, actually, I take that back. I am, but I don't do it.
Oh, is your wife?
No.
Oh,
But we do have people.
I thought we were just about to get like.
You want?
Hey.
Hey, man, I haven't poked in a while.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure we can
Hey,
have
feller.
some bags.
Let's do it.
banana bags.
DadDimes is going all night.
Yeah, little hangover cure, get you an IV, you'll be ready to
I
go.
don't get hangovers, Vic.
Oh,
That's true. Someone made a business of that in Las Vegas.
Not getting hangovers?
Banana
yeah.
bags,
Oh,
yeah.
banana
like,
bags.
They're banana bag buses.
well,
Well,
there's
you got
mobile
the-
IV. You
yeah,
can call-
mobile
I know a
IV.
buddy that does that.
Rocky
You call-
Mountain Mobile.
They'll show
Or
up.
Rocky Mountain IV or something.
Doesn't Dispatch Health do that?
Oh, there's a few. There's
I call Dispatch Health for everything.
With your
because
insurance, yeah.
It's good insurance. But I got another story. I got a bill in the mail today.
Damn.
It was for $1,870. And I was like,
what?
what the hell is this?
He looked at it and was like, is this DJ's? Oh, no. What the fuck? Is it my name?
I'm pretty sure this doesn't belong to me. Hang on. Wrong address?
Yeah.
He's there.
Yeah.
No, but it was to my first name and my middle name, but not my last name. My last name wasn't even on it. I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. And then it had this clinic, and I was like, well, that's weird. So it came from Omni Health, which is like a derivative of CVS. So I'm like, oh, at least like it's a legitimate company. I know CVS. It said, we tried to bill your insurance for this amount. It got declined. Now you have to pay this. So then I looked at the facility that it was billing for, and it was a drug and alcohol addiction clinic in Alamosa. And I was like,
Wow.
so I talked to the wife, and I was like, did you put me in like a clinic that I don't?
Was I that fucked up?
And she's like, well, I mean, no, I would have taken you to Alamosa. It would have been way closer. Like, it would have been fine, right? Like, Vic would have taken care of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Called them up today, and I'm like, hey, so do I owe you this money? And they're like, well, it depends. What's your name? And I'm like, well, it depends. Like, do I give you my name and then you actually bill me?
Yeah. No,
I don't want to give you
to
that.
fool me.
What name
Yeah.
do you have?
Yeah, exactly. So I gave them what was on the
DJ.
notification. They're like, oh, well, we can't give out patients' information. I'm like, well, you're saying that I'm a patient, though.
Correct.
Yeah.
So what's going on? Oh, well, you need to contact the insurance company, and then they'll figure it out. I contacted the insurance company. They're like, well, all right, well, let's verify your date of birth. And I'm like, I don't want to give you that. Like,
Yeah.
You're saying I'm this person that went to this addiction counseling place. I don't want to give you reason to, I don't know, take my money.
Yep.
So they're like, okay, well, just give us the year. Gave them the year. They're like, that's not what we have on file. We're sorry. We're going to submit this to fraud. Just destroy the document. I'm like, I don't know if I want to destroy it. It got a little weird, man. Moral of the story is people are out there trying to fuck you. Just make sure that if you are being told that you have to go to addiction or counseling, that you were like, I don't know, awake when it happened. Because my wife was a little off. She was like, I mean, I might have taken you. You might have been there.
I got to
might
come
have-
clean, Justin. I had a stint. I had to go to. Remember when I was gone last week?
Yeah.
Alamosa. I went.
Did we go together?
I found your card. I was like, yeah, I'm Justin.
Gotcha. Now I know. Now I know where it came from.
Hey, but neither one of us have to pay now, so I'll drink to that.
The counseling went well then?
Yeah, it was good.
So we're in.
It was for my alcohol addiction.
You're not addicted.
No.
No,
Addicts drink alone. We drink together.
that's true.
That's
That's the
what
whole
we do on
reason why we
DadDimes.
created this podcast,
Yeah.
to stop addiction.
That's it. We're a dad's group.
What new countries are you guys?
Actually, I haven't heard
So
this update.
we're in 13. Man, we're late in the show for you to be asking me these questions. So we're in 13 countries still, but we added a couple more states. I want to say we entered Louisiana.
Oh yeah, our Southerns.
I can appreciate them. And there was one more, and I just can't.
Remember?
I can't think about it right now. But we are closer to 50 than ever before.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Jesse, no maker's mark today. We will do that here soon.
I
today
dropped-
we
yeah, I-
had a sponsored bottle.
Yep.
So we're doing
Sponsored by-
our first scotch. This is sponsored by Endurance Plumbing
Yep.
for True 24/7 Plumbing Company.
Yep.
For all your plumbing. Bam!
Endurance. Thank you for
Endurance
everything you do. We will be doing the Maker's Mark in the coming weeks. I know that we just picked up. I dropped off their plaque today because we do proudly support our friends over at Cherrywood Liquor off of
136 in Colorado, right next to
Nice.
Starbucks, in between the Starbucks and the laundromat.
Hell yeah.
They will get you whatever you need. in addition to a hug and a handshake, if you mention DadDimes.
They did on the shelf today have 10-year Jack Daniels.
Ooh.
They have Sinatra, which, by the way, is a go-to.
Yeah.
You see Sinatra,
Phenomenal.
get it because you're going to love it.
Yep.
Eagle Rare, as always. And I want to say one of the little books. They did have a 2025 Maker's Mark.
Okay.
Special edition. They no longer do because that's going to be their next review.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So we need to start doing some reviews, though, now that we're talking about
Yeah. Yep.
Belvini.
Belvini. Neat, chilled on the rocks.
14-year Caribbean cask.
Neat. 3.5.
3.5. Okay. Now, granted, it is 0 to 5, so just so you're aware, 3.5. Really good. Okay.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite scotches. I'm gonna put it at a 4.
I like it. So now, are you rating this upon other scotches or in general as a liqueur to acquire?
I am not a Scotch guy. I generally don't like the Game of Thrones Lemonabella.
Lavender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I told you had a drink to say it.
There we go. Now I know.
That one wasn't my like.
It was rough.
It's rough. Macallan is good too.
McKellen's delicious.
But for me, I this one I enjoy.
Yeah.
I like to have it.
Yeah.
So I give it a 4.
It's good.
Neat.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm gonna go 3.8. It's not overly peaty, which turns off a lot of people from Scotch.
Yep.
Because it's a little bit more harsh. Some people are really into that, which is fine. This isn't gonna like push you away from Scotch. This is gonna kind of bring you in, and I like that about it. So 3.8, chilled.
Beautiful.
Nice. Chilled. I'm gonna say 4.
We're moving up. Okay.
For me, didn't change too much.
Yep.
Other than the fact I like it cold.
Yes.
4-1.
That's going to bring it to a 4 for me. I like it chilled. We're getting a little bit warmer. Things are falling. I mean, that's what happens here on DadDimes. It's fine. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a little bit more when it's cold. You know, out of the bottle, room temperature is fine, but you chill it down, man, it cools off the rest of the day. I like it.
Yep.
On the rocks.
Ooh.
4-2.
4-2.
You're going up.
It was good on the rocks. In fact,
Okay.
I'm gonna have some more.
Just so you know, we're adding more.
I think with this bottle,
Yeah.
you don't need to. I mean, it's only 43% alcohol.
It is. Yeah.
You don't have to dilute it.
No.
I'm gonna keep it at a 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Takes away from the flavor profile a little bit. Yeah.
Still good.
But it's still really good.
I'm going to bring it to a 3.9. I like it slightly better neat than neat on a cube to a certain extent. Like if you just sit there and let it dilute, it's going to take so much away from a 14-year-old bottle, and you don't want to do that. But if you're enjoying it and you want it to cool it down a little bit and you want to take a little bit off of the peat taste, put on a nice ball of ice. It's going to remove a little bit of that harsh flavor, and you're going to enjoy it, man. It's a really good bottle. I'm excited for it.
I like it.
Yeah. Dime of the week.
Vic,
Boom, boom.
it's up to you, man.
You knew coming into
Oh,
this
I
it was
knew.
coming.
I knew.
Yeah.
He's been preparing all week.
That's right.
When he was sitting at his lazy boy at the office.
No,
Not
no
doing
lazy
anything.
boy. I wish.
Waiting for the youngins to get
Yeah.
food ready.
No. Believe. Yeah, you gotta believe. You got a goal, got a goal in mind. You gotta believe the process. You gotta trust the process. Kids have a dream. You gotta believe in that dream. Help them. Give them the support to get there.
Love it.
Gotta believe, man. Ups and downs, you know.
Gotta
but
believe.
At the end of the day, gotta believe that everything will be all right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Dime of the week.
Down of the week.
I do want to ask you about one thing. You are the treasurer or vice president of Fire.
I am the secretary. That's the correct term.
Okay. And what does that do?
He gets coffee.
All logistics, coffee. That
He gets
sounded
coffee.
So basically, you can kind of look at like a vice president role. Help basically run meetings, send all the communications, act
But
as
what
the
does
president.
what does fire do outside of specifically the organization? Like,
So-
what is the purpose of fire?
So fire is we run off of 4 pillars in our organization. Okay, so equal opportunity, continuing education,
Yep.
community service, and most importantly, mental wellness. Mental
Yeah.
fitness is what we call it.
Yeah.
So what we do differently is we provide additional resources, training opportunities. We just had a female named Dina Alley. She's pretty famous in the fire industry.
Okay.
She teaches a lot about mental health. So
Yeah,
she
get it, Dina.
Yep, she came over and gave a good class
Okay.
about mental health. And so we believe in just going that extra mile, that extra step for our members.
Yeah.
And so we stick to those 4 pillars.
Well, there's a couple things out there. You can't help others unless you help yourself, and that's not a selfish issue. It legitimately is one of those things. If self-care doesn't help, like if you're not promoting self-care, you cannot help others because
Correct.
you will degrade very quickly. And the other thing is, if you do not force yourself to treat these issues will be forced to treat you.
Correct.
And they will stop you in your tracks.
Absolutely.
So it is very important. I really do appreciate
Yeah,
what you're
thanks.
doing, man. That's cool.
It's a great organization. We're second largest employee group within our department.
Okay.
We're just continuing to grow because people believe in what we do, and we believe in ourselves that we're making a good impact on others and
Making a
just
difference.
being there for one another.
Making a
At the end
difference.
of the day,
That's what you got to do, man.
gotta believe.
You got to believe. We're
right.
back to believe, man. I
Believe,
love it.
baby.
And with that, that's DadDimes,
With
baby.
that, I do want to say.
Oh, we're doing a shout out?
Oh yeah!
Oh,
Special
shout out, sorry,
thanks to our buddies at Cherrywood Liquor.
Cherrywood Liquor.
136 in Colorado. Anything you need, they usually have. Shout out to our sponsors for this bottle tonight. Endurance Plumbing covers all your plumbing needs. Shout out to Select Draw Cigar Cutters. Thank you so much for sending us the product. We will be giving some of this stuff away to our guests,
Yep.
or to our viewers. Thank you guys so much. I don't have Cherrywood's number, but I do have Endurance's number. If you need a good plumber, 720-830-5594. Tell them DadDimes sent you, and they'll hug and handshake.
Yeah.
So-
Select Draw 240-375-9278.
And if you want to order anything, go to TikTok, Select Draw on TikTok, Instagram, probably Facebook.
All the things. Instagram for your flooring.
The Instagram, follow us at VR Coding.
VR coding.
VR
Let us know.
coding.
Get it.
Well,
Yep.
for all your coding needs.
All your coding needs.
Yeah.
And until next time,
Peace.
we love you.